Peace. So I was tagged into this American Black History post on Facebook featuring a black teacher who's offering her students a homemade Thanksgiving dinner. And of course, the comments are filled with nostalgia, people pining for the good old days. This comment even goes so far as to say basically that teaching these days pales in comparison, no pun intended, because teachers are supposedly no longer teaching fundamentals, but social issues. But a glaring omission from that sentiment is the fact that this picture was taken in 1967 in Milwaukee, where a federal judge found that in 1976, public schools were still segregated. And it wasn't until 1979 in Milwaukee that a plan to investigate the impact of segregation was implemented. Busing in Milwaukee public schools didn't begin until 1981, and there were still lawsuits to ensure that black students who were being bused to suburban white schools would have allotted seats in 1987, 20 whole years after this picture was taken, in the good old days of Jim Crow. If you think that black teachers back in the days were not talking about social issues with their students, you were either woefully uninformed or willfully ignorant. You see, for years, it was illegal for black people to even be educated at all. And even when it became legal for us to be educated, our education was legally segregated. It didn't matter what subject was being taught by black educators to black students. Social issues would be a factor because for black students in this white power structure, education itself is a social issue. That being said, there is a school of thought among many in the black community that instead of busing black children to white schools for better resources, there should have instead been an effort for the resources to be brought to black schools, where black students could learn in this environment instead of this environment. Even MLK Jr. himself said that he feared that he had integrated his people into a burning house. Fast forward to today, after generations of black students being forced to learn, illegally and legally, in hostile environments. All y'all want to talk about is how black students are failing public schools, because y'all don't want to talk about how public schools have failed black students. We out here.